So I like being able to explain briefly some of this stuff. This piece has, it's based on the Linnaean system of taxonomy. It's, you know, kingdom, phylum, order, class, genus, species, that sort of things. The idea of putting order to things. My eyes define the limits of my vision. Shapes shift and change, light reflecting and refracting. Too much, and my focus is too narrow, myopic, artificial. I am stunted by the sight of trees, laying barren, clear-cut, stumps the only remainder of my past. Rings, concentric, tell the story of moments, moments buried in the grander tale. Too little, and I thrill to the grandeur of forests, vast and unyielding, blurry, an end without detail. Becoming, at best, impressionistic, the expression of pinpoints, stereograms that resolve into nothing, like resolutions made without being truly resolute. I wear my glasses, manipulate light beams, directing light as both wave and particle bear down upon me. Cut like glass, I'm made whole where I am deficit. I find the mark upon the page and I identify it. I am the great cartographer, keeper of maps as ancient as the genes which have passed through my blood and which I have in turn passed. I write my name now in 4 letters, A, T, G, C, across the face of time. And in my lustful yearning, I have found the permanence I seek, even as I am reminded of my dear and desperate mortality, keeping records of a taxonomy of remembrances. Here, the kingdom of man, coded in a double helix, shape and structure the limits of our understanding, substance shrouded in mystery, we are moved to phylum, defined in us by our nerve. Too anxious to understand ourselves, we transmit grand signals, mediums for truth with no knowledge of it, stuck in systems of class, defined, confined, refined by gender, money, race, history, education, occupation, preoccupation, fetish, and religion. We demand order to our chaos, seekers of meaning in snowflakes. I throw a pumpkin in a lake every year to absolve myself not of sin, but of the sin of doubt, concentrating on purpose instead of family, blood proving out over water each time until tested, then proven out again. We obey the programming of our biology because it has gotten us by these several million years, and to defy it now is to defile ourselves, and that we cannot do alone. So onward to our genus, which defines a man as having a spine, backbone, lost in the shuffling race of rats, our essential self plagued and flea-bitten. We fall, and in falling we are rediscovered, reborn from crushed and forgotten ash, the rise of a dying species. The wise man knows when to finally call it quits. When I was a boy, standing statue still, locked eyes transfixed by that spot where sneakers met pavement, the earth rotated. I held my breath, straining to see it move. I was a boy in subtropical climes, thrusting popsicle sticky hands, searching, goading the secretive dark corners of humid Florida afternoons to defend themselves before scurrying away. When I was a boy, I felt the foundation shift, crumble against the force of tiny, undeveloped muscles, gritting my teeth, lifting the house imperceptibly. When I was a boy, I would have forgiven you anything. But I was an idiot when I was a boy. I hate poor people too, especially the brown ones. Never content to lust, their desire turning into action, and their actions make me feel lazy, slothful. We need you to be poor. Poor and different. So that we may feel superior and strong. So that our answers fit the questions we must never confront. How else can I feel smug? I don't buy Streetwise because I don't like the articles. And I go home, missing the point entirely. Perusing a Playboy, also for the articles. I hate the poor, who look so pitiful, dirty and crazy, cold on the street corners, outside the businesses I frequent. How dare they call to my conscience as if I had one. I really hate the working poor, but only when I have to see them or hear them crowding up my schools with their unworthy children. Anchors born here without consent. Ungrateful fetuses conceived as a villainous plan. The gall of the families, whole families, trying to survive. Daring the system by working a day and a night shift. Respect the borders you can't see. Illiterate to the global politics of immigration and white flight and fear and paranoia, all they hear is the cry of a grumbling belly. And they act as if their needs somehow supersede my laws, written on paper, but with the spilled blood and ink of the last batch of peoples foolishly trying to survive. I hate the poor, the tired, the huddled masses, all of them. Let them rot and find their land of the free somewhere where they can get a damn visa. If they do come here, can't they just stay quiet while we enslave them?
Oh.
Okay, now Freebird.
Freebird!
You know, Lou Downs would really like that last poem.
I sent it to Glenn Beck, but I got no response. I don't know.
That is a response.
That was the most intelligent thing he said all year.
Yes.
This is on a prompt I got a long time ago from Buddha. Jesus doesn't ride this bus anymore. He moved to the suburbs and drives a hybrid so he doesn't have to feel guilty. He's doing his part, you know, to save the world. He's gotten old and fat, drinking too many cold beers and paying the neighbor kid $20 to mow the lawn. Jesus has no need for the monthly passes on this old jalopy. He's moved on to PowerPoint and microphones, and the tithing is coming in nicely. No. Jesus doesn't ride this bus anymore, slick with the scent of unwashed feet, this bus of the great and teeming, this massive coach. Now they come to him chartered, belting out meaningless hymns, mindless with praise and adoration, a simple twist of the message. Turn the cheek, so far your back is turned. Heaped with the stones of the righteous, selling forgiveness is fine for the dollar stores. But Jesus doesn't ride this bus anymore. So to hell with clanging a bell in the cold outside the supermarket, pack the faithful in with guitar solos of religious fervor. And pass the collection tape. We'll be here though, sitting just over this topography of dried chewing gum, staring at the lighter burns in the seats, hoping for patterns in the tiny improvised sculptures of urban char art. Even amidst the stench of us, it beats hell out of choking on faith, exhausted.
One of maybe two.